to Studio 5. We've got a great lineup in this week's show. Here is a quick look at the rundown. At just 13, Mekhi McClain's voice has made him a viral sensation.
Everybody know me. They say, oh, he's popular. Oh, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you? I'm undercover.
Don't stop praying. Matthew West pens a song and a book urging you, don't stop praying.
At different points in my music career, I finished a song and I felt like there's more to unpack there.
And a Studio 5 first look at the King of Pop's biopic, Michael.
You wanna be starting some?
And we begin with our one-on-one with Mekhi McClain. He is a 13-year-old singer and a viral sensation. His voice has taken him to television stages from coast to coast. It all began with a video of him singing at his grandfather's wedding.
To the 13-year-old gospel singer.
This is viral singing sensation Mekhi McClain.
Please welcome Mekhi McClain.
It's running after me.
Clearly something takes over, Holy Spirit, anointing, something happens when you sing. How would you describe for us what happens to you?
I say like it's a fire in there, and it's like it's erupting, you know?
When did you know that your son could sing as well as he does?
When did you know?
I think I really found out when everybody else found out, because me and Mekhi play, well, me and all of my children play a lot. So he could never really sing around me because he would just be laughing and joking all the time. So when he just is in his element in church, it's like he doesn't care. So then I saw it, but then it's like I have to keep my composure because I'm recording for you all. So.
Kai, when did you know that, okay, this isn't just something I'm doing for fun, this is actually good?
I knew I can sing when I was 7, but I knew like when it first got serious, I knew that when I was around 12 or 10.
What happened?
I think I went viral. I went viral for He's Able, and then the Easter performance, and then I said, oh no, this is gonna be serious.
So you're singing, you're gonna go to a church. How do you prepare? What happens?
I don't prepare. I just get my mind state on the song and how I'm going to like deliver it.
Okay. And did you have any training? Someone teach?
Nope.
No training?
Nope.
Is singing in the family blood? What is it?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
So no, it's not. His grandfather actually, I think his dad said that his granddad used to try to sing, but I do think his granddad putting him in those spaces since he was 7, because he would perform at retirement homes, churches, anniversaries, things like that. And I think that kind of made him, and then him seeing the recordings back, he listens to himself and he know what to do. And then he emulates, he pulls from, like he gets his scats from Dorinda, he gets certain things from Rance Island, he pulls from people, but I think the more he was out there, the more sharper his skills got as he continued to do so.
What's these last few years been like with you and your son, your family?
This last year, it's like, he just out there now. So it's kind of been crazy. It's kind of been surreal. And when you see interviews of like child stars, or you see how child stars come up, you wonder how it happened. And now I guess I have one. So it's like, it's kind of surreal.
So I was seeing on the Today Show, they, I guess, counted and summed up, you've got at least 10 million views. At least 10 million. What do your friends say at school? What's life like?
So They would, cause we have YouTube on our computer, so everybody would pull up the channel. Now some of them, they would stop like immediately. But my friend, I would just be minding my business. I would be doing my work. I'd be locked in too. And he would just play, "Oh Lord, and I'd just be like, stop. Then it'd be loud too. But everybody know me. They say, "Oh, he's popular. Oh, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you?" I'm undercover.
What's the prayer now? What are you asking God to do with this?
Just continue to guide us, to strengthen my discernment, his discernment, to keep us covered and protected, to always make the right moves and just follow what God has for us.
What's your prayer, Mekhi?
My prayer is to keep focus on the ministry and not the fame.
Mekhi has been very busy singing at various churches and events. In recent weeks, he's been on the Today Show and the Jennifer Hudson Show. Now, to follow his journey, check out his Instagram page. You can find it at I'm Mekhi McClain. And still ahead, Matthew West takes us inside the pages of his book, Don't Stop Praying.
What does it look like for me to do a 40-day journey, examine some of the tricks of the enemy and how he's tried to build a separation between me and God, and how can I go deeper in my prayer life?
Studio 5 is expanding on YouTube, and you can help us to grow the platform by subscribing. Simply search Studio 5 with Efrem Graham. There you will discover the latest in uplifting entertainment, exclusive first looks on the latest films, music, and lifestyle content, plus one-on-one interviews with some of your favorite actors and recording artists. Simply search Studio 5 with Efrem Graham on YouTube. Please do it today. Welcome back to Studio 5. Singer, songwriter, and author Matthew West. His song, Don't Stop Praying, was an anthem for people to pray and not give up. Well, that song is also the inspiration for a book.
What's your impossible? Your I need a miracle. What's got you barely hanging by a single thread?
One of the songs you've done that we've talked about before, but I'd like to talk about again, is Don't Stop Praying. What gave birth to that song?
Yeah, that song, there's somebody in my life that I've been praying for a very long time, that my family's been praying for a very long time. And if you've ever had to persevere in prayer for someone or something for a long time, and maybe your faith starts to feel tested, you start to let doubt creep in and wonder, like, are my prayers just kind of bouncing off this ceiling? God, are you really hearing me? And because you're not seeing the result that you think you should be seeing.
The answer won't come and you don't know why, and you wonder if you can bow your head even one more time. Don't stop praying.
And then we've also we started getting prayer requests at our concerts from people who come into the concerts, and we put a prayer wall out in the lobby. And people walk in and they fill out a little prayer tag and tell me what they're praying for. And I tell you what, man, that's called perspective. Everybody's fighting a battle. And so I wanted to write an anthem that inspired people to persevere and pray, to not give up.
Don't stop praying for the prodigal. Don't stop praying for the miracle. Hallelujah, hallelujah, and amen.
And then on a very personal note, I've spent so much of my life talking about Jesus that I've been convicted in the last handful of years ago. Have I spent more time talking about him than talking to him? And starting to just take an honest look at my own prayer life and going, man, am I reading my Bible just to get a song idea today? Those all kind of were swirling around me as I was sitting down and putting pen to paper to write that song.
Wow. And now we have a book, Don't Stop Praying.
Yeah.
The God who hears is just a breath away. So was this book song inspired? What happened?
Yeah, so a lot of times I'll write a song. You know, the crazy thing about telling a story in a song is you got to do it in 3 minutes. And at different points in my music career, I've finished a song and I've felt like there's more to unpack there. Do you know what I mean? And that's probably because I'm a preacher's kid and, like, you know, there's that that communicator in me that wants to come out even when I'm done singing the song. And so this was one of those songs where, I mean, you talk about the thousands of prayer requests that I've received and scooped up as I've traveled around the country. My mom puts them in like this big scrapbook for me, and I keep them in my studio. Yeah. And so I'm flipping through these prayer requests from people and just praying for people, and just started thinking, man, what does it look like for me to do a 40-day journey, taking an honest look at my prayer life, examining some of the things that keep me from praying, examine some of the tricks of the enemy and how he's tried to build a separation between me and God, and how can I go deeper in my prayer life. And so that was the genesis of the book, was like taking that 3-minute song and then unpacking it and inviting people to take a journey with me to go, there's no more important conversation than with God. How can we go deeper in that?
Take us inside the pages. What's at least one of the lessons you're unpacking for people?
Yeah, well, the first thing that comes to mind, just as we're talking, was there's been so many people who've come up to me and shared how like they're in need of a breakthrough. Yeah. And so there's a chapter in the book about praying breakthrough prayers. You know what I mean? And I had to put in this book the miracles that I'm seeing as I'm traveling around the country, right? Like, keep praying for breakthrough. Breakthrough might look different than we think. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, they were marching around those walls of Jericho. They probably wanted it to happen faster, right? But let's not miss the main point of the story, is that our God still does miracles and our breakthrough's coming.
So don't stop praying. Oh, don't stop praying. Don't you give up now. No, don't stop praying.
Don't Stop Praying, The God That Hears is Just a Breath Away is available wherever you get your reading material. Matthew also has a new single. It is called Good. You can find that wherever you stream your listening material. Right now, it is time for this week's Studio 5 Snapshot.
A special snapshot this week here on the red carpet in New York City for the premiere of The Sheep Detective. We're excited to share a preview of our chats with the cast and crew.
What's it like now to see your story on screen?
It's quite surreal. It's wonderful. The details of this story are so bizarre and fantastical and whimsical. That's what really drew me to it.
I was glad to play somebody with a little bit better mental staying power.
It's kind of the dream when you get jobs like this, and that's where you end up going every day.
It was great to read. It was funny, heartfelt. Heartfelt, that's the word.
Still, what I love about this is the way George really loves each one for their uniqueness and lets them see that. And so I think that's what really connected.
This is a movie for literally everyone.
And that is your Studio 5 Snapshot for the week. Still ahead, get a Studio 5 first look at the highly anticipated biopic, Michael.
It's a very spiritual journey, making a movie about someone like Michael.
But I knew it was a calling.
Studio 5 is expanding on YouTube, and you can help us to grow the platform by subscribing. Simply search Studio 5 with Efrem Graham. There you will discover the latest in uplifting entertainment, exclusive first looks on the latest films, music, and lifestyle content, plus one-on-one interviews with some of your favorite actors and recording artists. Simply search Studio 5 with Efrem Graham on YouTube. Please do it today. The motion picture Michael recounts the life of the king of pop, and in the starring role is Jafar Jackson, Michael's real-life nephew. He's Jermaine's son. The film also stars Coleman Domingo and Nia Long.
Just have all these songs in my head. Just gotta get them out.
You wanna stay alive, better do what you can, so beat it, just beat it.
Michael's whole life was giving to people this joy of his voice.
I knew you were different the moment you were born. You have a very special light.
When I watched him on TV, he was always larger than life. For me as a filmmaker, it wasn't a leap to see it in a cinematic way.
The Jackson family is the brand. That's our Coca-Cola.
I don't think you can understand Michael Jackson as a human being unless you went back and go on a bit of a journey. He was struggling between his love for his family and his love for his music. It's a very spiritual journey, making a movie about someone like Michael. Michael was a big influence in my career as a director. Seeing how he refused to get put in a box as just a black artist only. So to be a young black man in this country and see people that look like me able to achieve international fame, it meant that there was no ceiling. If they can do it, someone like myself can do it. Michael, his life is epic. And to become the king of pop, it's an amazing journey.
The challenge of taking on someone like Michael Jackson, it sounded fun, but then the more real it got, the more pressure I felt. Going through this process of who can play Michael, how do you even start with that? And then, of course, I meet Jafar Jackson.
And I always tell everybody, how we start is how we finish. So let's start with some fire.
Day one, all I could think of was, can Jafar really pull this off? Man, when the music started and he hit those first few moves, I mean, this guy killed it. I looked at Graham, and Graham looked at me. I was like, who is this guy?
I never dreamed to be an actor or even thought of playing him, but I knew it was a calling. Embodying Michael, I really had to earn the role and prove to the filmmakers that I was capable of becoming Michael. You know, essentially, it was starting at the roots and finding that authenticity.
He took it to a level that none of us thought he could take it to.
That's part of the magic of Jafar. He has the desire, like Michael, to be the best.
I knew how challenging this would be to take on playing Michael Jackson. And it was not easy. Definitely wasn't.
Every move matters, every detail matters. You can't just go through a Michael Jackson move casually.
I met with Rich and Tone, who are Michael's choreographers, and we were wondering, can Jafar really do this? Can he really do the most iconic moves the world has seen?
Land like this.
Yeah, I'm always on the wrong side.
And Jafar said, just give me some time.
I love challenges, and I wanted to prove to myself, my family, and the filmmakers that I can do this.
That control of the weight shift, the smoother it's gonna look.
I started to rehearse for hours and hours upon hours until one single move was right, dancing until my feet would bleed or them go numb. There's so many times I would wake up sore, be like, should I go rehearse? Should I just take a break and let the body relax? Then the other part of my mind would be like, no, what would Michael do?
Let's do it again.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah.
Jafar never stopped dancing. He was rehearsing all the way up to the moment we start filming.
It's natural. It's a flow. All together.
I remember looking in the mirror right before going on stage. I had the full hair, makeup, and wardrobe, and I had a couple moments to myself just saying, like, wow, I'm really here. There's no going back. It's time to go out there and put on the best show ever.
That is what I want the world to feel. This is what I was put on earth to do. Magic.
He made music to transcend color and race.
I believe music can change the world.
That's what makes him so special. That's where the magic lives.
Michael premieres April 24th in theaters nationwide. Studio 5 is expanding on YouTube, and you can help us to grow the platform by subscribing. Simply search Studio 5 with Efrem Graham. There you will discover the latest in uplifting entertainment, exclusive first looks on the latest films, music, and lifestyle content, plus one-on-one interviews with some of your favorite actors and recording artists. Simply search Studio 5 with Efrem Graham on YouTube. Please do it today. Welcome back to Studio 5. You know, music helps us to bring you this show each and every week, and this week's soundtrack comes from Tamala Mann. Take a listen, and you'll hear why Live, Breathe, Fight is what's playing in my ear.
before I trust you, huh? I know you're working, turning things around. So I live, breathe, and fight.
Tamela and her husband, David Mann, are actually on tour now, celebrating 38 years of marriage. That tour is called the Love and Relationship Tour. On that musical note, we are just about out of time for this week's edition of Studio 5, so let's take a quick look at next week's rundown.
I remember the dark and the empty, and the hole that nothing could fill.
Country music's Way Jennings.
But I know Jesus was with me.
Shares new life and new music.
In terms of your music catalog, we go from Gypsy Soul to Jekyll and Hyde and now Baptized by Fire.
Yeah.
Why a gospel album?
It's a country album with gospel overtones in it.
I like that.
I just love it. It's probably the most vulnerable I've ever been, but you know, that's the way God likes us sometimes, I guess, because that's where I'm at today. I was led here, and I just hope everybody loves the album, man.
Please join us for that and so much more come next week. As for this week, we've got time for just one more thing. We're going to give the final word to 13-year-old gospel sensation, Mekhi McClain. Who's some of your favorite artists? How about that?
Okay, Dorinda Clark Cole.
Okay.
She's number one.
Oh, wow.
Karen Clark Sheard.
Okay.
And Jacqueline Carr. Bishop Paul Morton. Hezekiah Walker and Marvin Sapp.
Okay.
Rance Allen and I forgot the other one. But yeah.
Do you want to sing anything else besides gospel?
Nope.
No.
And I'll ask him that. I'll check his out, be like, do you see yourself in the near future or possibly when you get older crossing over to R&B or things? He's like, no, that's not what I'm meant to do and things like that. So I make sure on our journey, I'm keeping that in the forefront so he stays true to who he is.
Nice. So have you heard from God? Has God told you anything? What's he said?
To keep going.
So wise for his young years. Mekhi, thank you. That is a great final word for this edition of Studio 5 and for this week's look at uplifting entertainment. Until next time, make time to uplift someone around you, and then please come on back and see where Studio 5 takes you next week. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching.